I really hate coming to the lives like I'm something special, but hey, this live right here, gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings. So get everybody you know in so we can get to it, because it's gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings. Because I'm about to end all of that. Black women hate black men. I'm gonna tell you why. If black women hate black men, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. See, let's deal with it first of all, black men. I got something to say about Freeway Wiki Walks. Just stay tuned. You're gonna hear about all of them. Let me tell you something first, black men. A man doesn't scream, he's a man. A man doesn't yell, respect me. Now, a man don't do none of that. See, that's like if you a leader doesn't say, I'm the leader. The leader doesn't do that. The leader don't say with his mouth, his or her actions shows they're the leader. So you're out here yelling, black woman, respect me, black woman. What have you given her to respect? Let's be real about it. And this ain't all to all black men, because some black men out here know they black. They know they a man because they don't got to say it, because they actions demonstrated, and the way they woman respects them, the way they woman submits to them shows that they a man. Then you got some black men out here always on TikTok talking about women. Why are you talking about women? Why are you always talking about black women hate black men? If you a man, you don't got to say you a man. You don't got to say you a man. You don't got to say, come follow me. You supposed to follow me. You supposed to submit to me. What are you doing to make someone submit? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you just yelling with your mouth, you a man? You just yelling with your mouth, submit? You just yelling, getting on TikTok, talking about women all damn day? What are you doing that she would want to submit to you? And I'm not talking about no goddamn money. I ain't talking about no goddamn money. Do you open her car door? Do you carry the bags for her? Do you make her feel secure? Do you do any of that? Do you listen to her? Do you do any of that? Do you do any of that you're yelling black women hate black men? But let's deal with it. See, black men, you are kind of like the white man. How the white man deals with us is how you deal with the black woman. The white man says you don't need reparations. You don't need repair. And black men, you're telling the black woman she doesn't need reparations. She doesn't need repair. And it's funny. The views are going low because black men are leaving. Black men don't want to hear this truth. But I'm gonna put this ass whooping on black men tonight. Y'all share this video because I'm gonna put this ass whooping on black men tonight. They're gonna shut their mouths. It's funny that these same black men who doesn't want to show repair to the black woman. You want to blame the black woman for the community and the feminization of these boys. But you're the same black men who went and did 10 years in prison. Did I say something wrong? Did I say something wrong? Tell me if I said something wrong. I know we down to 87. We was up to 200 and nobody wants to hear this. But did I say something wrong? Did I say something wrong? The niggas like this dude behind me. The dude like this dude behind me. You was an enemy to the community. Then you came out. Now you want to be a spokesman for the community. How? How you gonna be a spokesman for the community when if it wasn't for you getting caught, you would still be out on the block hustling, killing the same community that you claim to be a spokesman for? You left the black woman defenseless. You left the black women defenseless. You wanted that life. You wanted to sell the drugs And when you was selling those drugs up in that gang that you was part of, the black woman was defenseless. She had to defend for herself. So now you come out and you want your position back, but you don't want to repair the black woman. I have not heard any of these Kevin Samuels wannabes once apologize to the black woman. I have not heard one of them get on TikTok and say, "Black woman, I'm sorry for what I did." I have not heard one of these black men get up here and say, "Black woman, I'm sorry. I want to repair and restore you back to your position." Come on now. Come on. Come on. This has been the black woman's life since we was brung here. Since we was brung here, what's up a little bit? But I'm not talking about slavery. I'm talking about right now. Black men in the 70s, you wanted to be pimps. You wanted to be pimps because the media and the powers that be started pushing movies like The Mac, Willie Dynamite, Superfly. That's what you wanted to be. But who was you putting on the street corners? Your black woman. And when you sold drugs, you put the black woman in danger. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. Don't no black man want to talk about it. You left the black woman with no protector. But now that you're out of jail and you done got a little knowledge, you want to talk. You want to talk. But you don't want to talk about repairing the black woman. You want to talk about why can't I get my position back in the community, black woman? Why don't you respect me, black woman? Why don't you, before you open your mouth, repair the community? Before you decide that you want to be Malcolm X, before you decide you want to be Elijah Muhammad, Martin Luther King, why don't you repair the community first? Work in the community and let us who did not decide they would have a hand in destroying the community speak. Because right now, what you speaking is bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. What you speaking is bullshit. You want to be a man after you done did 20 years in prison for destroying the black community? You think that you can just issue a simple apology to the black community and we're supposed to accept you back? In reality, we should have hung you. Rick Ross should not be walking the earth, and Ricky Ross should not even be walking the earth. We should have took his black ass and hung him from a tree. And I'm not promoting violence. He came up with some story that the FBI and the CIA gave him crack. That's fine. That's fine. But you was the one who sold it. So you're the one we're going to hold responsible. A lot of y'all are like that. You lucky we ain't living in a fair world, because a lot of y'all who said you sold drugs and you sold guns and you was out there gang banging, we should have your ass on a tree right now for what you did to the black community. But you lucky that we got mercy and we in a time of mercy. But the time is coming that y'all out here doing that wrong. The white man ain't gonna be your problem. The black community is gonna be your problem. The black community is gonna be your problem. So you better get right. I say that to any of these dudes' face. As you should, as a coward, you a coward for sticking up for him. You know damn well that man destroyed our communities. Destroyed our communities, destroyed our women, and all of y'all who said, I was just trying to make $1. You destroyed our women too. Our women was doing dirt to get that. You used our women. If they didn't have money, you indulged them in the degrading our women. And now you want to speak you want to speak about our women? Our women don't respect us? Honorable Elijah Muhammad said every time you meet a no good woman, it's a no good man that made him that way. So as men, stop yelling about what women are not doing. Stop yelling women are creating feminine boys. Because I heard someone say women are so emotional that they tell you blaming women for the gang violence. Because if men are logical, what your mama tell you when someone touches you? Pick up the nearest thing and knock the hell out of them. What you think your daddy taught you? My daddy never taught me to. My daddy taught me if someone puts their hands on you, make sure you try to break them. Come on. That's what my daddy told me. If someone puts their hands on you, make sure you try to break their hands. I didn't need to hear that from my mama. That was from my daddy. Why don't you tell people to stop putting their hands on people before you blame mamas for telling their sons? Because you know why mamas tell their sons if someone puts their hands on you, make sure if you lose a fight, I'm going to make you go out there and fight again. You know why mamas tell their sons that? Because mamas understand the street game. You know why? Because mamas understand if you don't go out there and fight that bully or that dude right now, you're going to be fighting him every damn day. He's going to be bullying you. He's going to be picking on you. It's you brothers who want to run into a pack. See, black men don't want to talk about this. We want to blame the black women. But let's talk about this. Y'all want to run in a pack and bully the neighborhood so that other young men have to join with you to survive. But you want to blame the black woman? You want to talk about the black woman is fighting for years with each other? When that young queen who got killed in Mexico, it was a black man that could have stopped the fight, but he sat there and recorded and asked her could she fight back. So, and you asking black women to respect that? You asking black women to respect a black man who was set up there and watch black women fight like they're pit bulls? Come on, man. Come on, man. These are the type of men that we got. These are the type of men we got as the shepherds to watch the flock. You're going to watch women fight like pit bulls and record it? I done seen it before. I was at the board station in Oakland and watched men sit around laughing as two women fought, and I had to go break it up. I said, you don't let women fight. You are the kings of the community. Act like a goddamn king. You letting disorder in your kingdom. Letting women just fight. You don't, when you expect women to respect you, what have you done to respect? What have you done for a woman to respect you? What have you built? Let's get on to it. What have you built? We could get on here and talk all day. But until you build something, there's no reason for women or children to respect you. There's no reason for women or children to respect you. What have you built? What have we built? We're supposed to be builders. Builders. We're supposed to build. And I was on this live, and I tell y'all this, you would never see me on another live. I would never be on a live unless it's my own live. And I told the brothers, you know, if you talk about child support, you want to blame black women for child support. Well, why haven't we as black men gotten together and created a national system for black men to go to get lawyers? And some sucker from LA won't talk about he got systems in place in LA. He don't got shit in place in LA. The white man got shit in place in LA. We don't got nothing in place in LA. Most of our brothers are in jail because they can't afford lawyers. Where is our nonprofit so that we could have brothers called to the jury system, to inside to the nonprofit and get a lawyer if they're innocent? No, it's not that we're not free. Our thinking is not free. Our thinking is not free. We're controlled by certain industries. Our thinking is not free. The homeless population. Who feeds the homeless population? Who clothes the homeless population? Black people. I mean, white people. White people. What do we have of our own? Hmm? You want to fight black women? What do you have right now in the Dallas Fort Worth area? Black women who are victims of domestic violence, the victims of the R word, homeless. They're homeless because the homeless shelters are overran. But where's the black man? Where is us black men? We can get together and get guns to march down the street and act like we want revolution when we really don't want revolution. We just want to talk like we got a revolution. Where is TD Jakes? Where's Creflo Dollars and Geno Jennings and Minister Farrakhan and all of these people? Where are your homeless shelters? Where are your homeless shelters for the people? For the women, at least the women and children? At least the women and children? Where they at? Where is me and you? Where is me and you? All of these black organizations we got. But what can we point to that they did for us? What can we point to that they actually did for us? And that line about I'm repairing men is just getting old. It's getting so old. It's getting very old. We need something of substance. We need something of substance. Our people are so damn dependent upon the white man. We are so dependent upon the white man. We don't got, who got a church that opens its doors to the homeless? Who got a church that opens its doors to black women who are living with domestic violence? Who got it? Who got it? Who got a church that opens its doors to the young girls who are being human trafficked by black men? Don't ask me what I got. See, this is black men. When you see black men talking about what you got, they get mad. The truth brings out the devils. When you start hurling truth, you bring out the devils. They don't want the devils called out of them. They don't want the devils called out of them. Jump into live if I don't have the answers. Tell me if I don't have the answers. Because I'm pulling out the devils. We're going to stop blaming black women. We're going to stop blaming black women. Y'all talk about black women. See, the same way a black woman lays down to make a child, you lay down to make a child. You laid down to make the damn child. Why don't you take care of it? Why don't you take care of it? Huh? Why you got 5 baby mamas and you don't take care of one of them? We don't want to talk about that. Y'all want to be on that Kevin Samuel stuff. Someone had to lay down there and make that child. Why don't you go to court? See, that's why, brothers, before you think I'm beating on you, a lot of y'all say the baby mama kicked me out of the child's life. Well, okay. Why don't we brothers get together and open an operation that if a black man is fighting for custody of his children, he don't got to spend half of his money, because we got a nonprofit right here that would help him fight for custody of his kids or be in his kid's life. Why don't we do that? Why don't us black men get together? If black men always coming up with the excuse that the baby mama don't want me in their life. Okay, brother, why don't you fight to be in the child's life? Most black men don't fight because of money. Most black men don't fight because they can't afford the proper lawyers. So black men, why don't we stop complaining on TikTok and social media, and we create an organization that we fund where black men can come to and get lawyers to fight to be in their kids' life? Hmm? Why don't we do that? So now you don't have an excuse not to be in your kid's life. You don't have that excuse because now you can go to court and you're being represented by a lawyer to get your kids, to be in your kids' life. Now you don't got to worry about breaking your neck or breaking your pocket to take care of your kids. Why don't we do that? Then there will be no excuse. There'll be no excuse for a black man to say, I can't be in a kid's life. Because we got you. You call us, you tell us the situation, we investigate the situation. This is a legit situation. Kick it over there. Get you a lawyer, you go to court, you either get 50% of the kids or you get the kids. What's wrong with that? A lot of black men, let's be real about it. A lot of black men don't want to be in their kids' life. Let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. And it's not all of us, but a lot of black men are the reason the abortion is so high. Mm-hmm. A lot of black men are the reason the abortion is so high. Because what do they say when the woman comes to them and say, I'm pregnant? It ain't mine. Go get an abortion. Here, take this $250 and go get you an abortion. Tell me I'm lying. Am I lying? How many times have you heard it in songs? Rap music don't lie. Listen to rap music. Listen to it. It don't lie. Rap music don't lie. It's telling you the truth. It don't lie. A lot of these men don't want to be kids, don't want to be fathers. A lot of these men, when they hear that their girlfriend or whoever they was having sex with change their phone number, disappear, and if they finally get caught, they'll give up $250 so that the woman can go get an abortion. It's not all black women the reason why the black abortion rate is high in the black community. But we don't want to talk about what black men do. We want to talk about black women. But let's talk about why some of them black women are at Planned Parenthood. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about why some of them black women are at Planned Parenthood. Because you didn't want a baby. You didn't want a baby. You don't want to be real about yourself. And you told her either you get an abortion or you going to raise the kid on your own. You get an abortion or you going to raise that kid on your own. So she takes your $250. She cries all the way down to the abortion clinic. And she gets an abortion. Tell me I'm lying. In 1985, was it? New York, big city of dreams, but everything in New York ain't always what it seems. It might be. What'd he say? What'd he say at the end? Remember what he said at the end? The nigga who did it said, I don't care. Ain't that what he said at the end? The nigga who did it said, I don't care. How many black men that said, I don't care? When that woman that came to him and said, I'm pregnant. And how many black women had to find the strength to say, I'm going to have this baby with you or without you? And they took that baby and they did the best they could to raise that baby. And now you got black men who duck their responsibility complaining about what she did on her own. Come on now. Come on now. Let's keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. You got black men complaining about what black women did on their own. When you could have been there. You could have been there. She offered you the opportunity to be there. She even came to you and said, I don't want to be with you. I just want you to raise your kid. I don't want to be with you. Just raise your kid. Help me raise your kid. But you said, I don't want to raise that kid. That ain't my kid. That ain't my kid. I don't want that kid. I'm too busy out here living the life. I want to live this life. Not a lot of black women want child support. Some do and some don't. Some just want they children to have a daddy. Some just want their children to bring over some diapers. But you can't even bring over no diapers. Now she's struggling, working. She can't afford the diapers. She's asking you for diapers. You won't even put out some goddamn money for some diapers. Let's be real about it. Let me give you the scenario. Why it's harder on the mother than it is on the kid. If the mother doesn't have a support system, she has to be with the kid 24/7. If the mother doesn't have a support system, she has to be with the kid 24/7. You, on the other hand, you can go do whatever you want to do. You can walk away. You can still have your life. You can go to school. You can hang out with your boys. But she has to be with that kid 24/7 if she don't have a support system. And then some of y'all get so upset. Why you leave your kid with your mama? Because you ain't never had a kid. Because sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you just want to get away. Kids screaming at 12 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Where are you at? Where are you at? On the block. With your friends, doing what you want to do. Kids screaming for mama. So sometimes she just wants a break. And you wonder why you hear about these mothers. Well, you want a break at the club too? I'm not saying it's right. You hear about these mothers who just lose it because no one would give them a break. And so one day you come home, you read the newspaper, you find out your mother, she lost it and she done threw your kids in the river, or she done offed your kids somehow. Now you upset. Now you want to be a daddy. She shouldn't have killed my kids. I don't know why she did that. But when she was asking you and begging you for help, you wouldn't give her help. Now you want to be father of the year. Now you want to be at the funeral crying. But when she was asking you for help, she was asking you just to spend some time with your kids, you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. Now you want to be father of the year. Now you get mad. Most people want to be you don't want the woman. The woman goes out and finds another man. Finds a good man. A man who decides, hey, I'm gonna accept you and your kid. I'm gonna take care of you and your kid. Now here you come. I want to see my child. You don't want to see your child. You don't give a damn about your child. You just don't want her to be happy. You just don't want her to be happy. So now you're not worried about your child. You worried about who she dating. You worried about what he's doing. You coming over calling her, talking to her, knowing that you wouldn't allow another man to call your current woman and talk to her, but you want to disrespect another man who's took this woman in and is taking care of her and her child, but you want to disrespect her. See, most of y'all don't even know the proper way, men and women, to deal with your mates when they have moved on. You don't call and ask to speak to your mate. You call to ask to speak to their mate and ask to speak to them. You don't call and just almost told my baby dad. You call and speak to his current wife. You have a relationship with her. That way you don't have no jealousy in the relationship. She's secure that he ain't messing around with you. But see, and the men are the same way. But we don't care about that. This used to be my girl, still my girl. And you're going to do everything in your power to make sure she's not happy. Because you don't want to see her happy because you're miserable. Because most of the time, you know you shouldn't have let that girl go. You let a good one go. You knew you had a good one. but you kept on fishing. You should have kept the fish you had, but you kept on fishing. You kept looking for the next big booty, the next big breast, the next with the one with the nice hair, the next one who was a freak in the bed. You should have kept that one. She was cooking for you. She was cleaning for you. She was taking care of the kids. But you just, I'm missing something. She don't do it like I like her to do it. Now that you got someone who can do it like you like them to do it, that's all they can do. They can't do nothing else. In the bedroom, they're A plus, but outside of the bedroom, they're F. And you are sorry that you left that A plus girl who you could have made her into what you wanted in the bedroom, but she was helping you build. You said she had too much mouth, but she had too much mouth because she cared for you. When you had a stupid ass ideal, she told you it was stupid. She told you it was stupid. You didn't like that. Now you got that woman. She's good in the bedroom, but that's it. She don't really. And you know what you got now? She's good in the bedroom with everybody else. She's good in the bedroom with everybody else. You left her. Now you don't want to see her happy because you know she was a good woman. You know she was a good woman. And you want her back, but you don't want her back so you can treat her right. You just want her back because you don't want her to be happy. So you're going to make sure that you mess up her present relationship. Tell me I'm lying, black man. And if it ain't you, it just ain't you. If it ain't you, it just ain't you. Only hit dogs holler. So if you out here screaming and hollering about what I'm saying, maybe it's you. I ain't above you. I've been there. I've been there before. You knew you let a good one go. I've been there before. I've been there before. I've been there before. We all been there. But you can't keep blaming these black women. You can't keep blaming black women for everything going on in this community. She's making the boys feminine. Well, where the hell are you at? Where the hell are you? Huh? Where the hell are you? And let's keep it quiet. Let's keep it quiet on this one. A lot of this LGBTQ that these black men are complaining about. Let's talk about where it really came from. See, let me tell you something about black men. Black men, most black men, not all black men, because I can't say all people. When it comes to the LGBTQ community, most of these men don't have a problem with the L. They don't have a problem with the L. Because you hear it all the time in rap songs. I made a straight girl go by. What? You made a straight girl go by? My girl likes girls too. What? Oh, girl likes girls too. But then you got the nerve to say something about a gay man? Huh? You got someone said that's the B, not the L. I can make a gay girl straight. Call me Marvin. Hmm? R. Kelly. R. Kelly got what he deserved. Because remember, he's like, I like girls who like girls. Now you got a daughter who likes girls. So you got what you deserve, Kelly. You said it in a song. You like girls who like girls. Now your daughter likes girls. See? Now your daughter likes girls. You wonder why these girls are going both ways. The number one watch porn in America is lesbian porn. So all of these people who claiming they got a problem with the LGBTQ community, they're lying. They don't got a problem with lesbians. They don't. They got a problem with men who are gay. They don't got a problem with women. Because that's a man's dream to have a threesome, right? That's a man's dream to find two girls that want to sleep with him. 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 girls. And what he want to see them doing, touching on each other, kissing on each other, licking on each other. So just tell the truth. You don't got a problem with the LGBTQ community as long as it's lesbians. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. But you got a problem. You got a problem when it's men. That's your problem. And most of y'all have a problem when it's men because where you been? Tell me where you been. 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 Come on, tell me where you been. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you seen. All of these dudes who coming out of that prison system, all of them dudes who coming out of that prison system wasn't having sex with COs. Don't believe that crap. Don't believe that. And all of them wasn't playing with themselves. And even though some of them was devoted Christians and some of them was devoted Muslims, y'all remember that song Ray Parker used to sing? A woman's gotta have it just like you do. What you think they saying behind them bars? I gotta have it just like you do. What they say? A mouth's a mouth. A mouth's a mouth. That's what they say, huh? But now they got a problem when they get to the streets. They got a problem when they got a problem with the community when it comes to the streets. Because this is what they say. I was just gay for the stay. Oh, okay. Fine. Hey man, that's you. That's you, baby. I was just gay for the stay. Okay, fine. And I don't got no problem if it was two consenting adults. You both in prison. You decide what you're gonna do, what you're gonna do. But it's not. Can I tell y'all a story about John Bird Jr.? Can I tell y'all the story about John? Do many of y'all know who John Bird Jr. is? If you know who John Bird Jr. is, tell me in the comments you know who this is, because this is a heartbreaking story. This is a heartbreaking story. If you don't know who John Bird Jr. is, he was in Glasper, Texas, when three white men offered to give him a ride. And they was drinking beers. And the three white men put a chain around John's neck, chained the chain to the back of the car. Jasper, Texas. Chained chained him to the back of the car and pulled his head off. That's very sad. And black people, rightfully so, was upset. No, that's not Mississippi burning. Jasper, Texas. Black people was rightfully so upset. But you know what's so sad about it? You know what's so sad about it? John did some time in the pen. John did some time in the pen. And when John was in the pen, John fell victim to his own brothers. Remember that song by Curtis Mayfield, Freddie's Dead? And he said, why can't we brothers protect one another? No one's serious, and it makes me furious. Say it again. Why can't we brothers protect one another? So John fell victim in the pen to his own brothers who had desires. So John, when he got caught by those white men, Wasn't in his right mind no more. He wasn't in his right mind because what those brothers did to him in the pen messed up his mind. So we're upset with the three devils that chained him to a car and pulled his head off. But what about the devils of his own skin color in the pen that messed up that man's mind? What about the devils of their own skin color as our brothers are paying for their crimes, whatever they may be, when they get put in the pen, their own brothers, their own brothers become like vultures. Their own brothers take advantage of them. But then when they come out of the pen, they want to get on TikTok. They want to get on, excuse me. They want to get on TikTok. They want to get on social media and they want to tell you stories about the pen. And these stories, they really never truly tell you what they did. They want to tell you what everyone else did, but they don't want to tell you what they did. And they want you to look upon them as like their leaders. When you're a vulture, you're a vulture. You want to come out, tell us stories of how you told the head of the kitchen that if you want to make it home, you better leave me alone. So if you was that powerful, when you got the desires, you seen a young man in jail for the first time, you couldn't get to that CO that you claimed you was getting to. So you seen the young man. You didn't try to protect the young man. You turned him out. And now you expect us to look upon you like you're something special. You're something special. Hmm? We supposed to look at you because you did 10 years in prison, 20 years in prison. We supposed to look at you like you're something special? When we know in your 10 years and 20 years, you were still a predator. You was still a predator. Now that you're out of jail, you want to be a voice of reason. And if you look on my page, there's a sister. She was raped since she was 9 years old. Every man she met misused her, abused her. Every man she met, from her own daddy, her stepdaddy, to the preachers, abused and used her. And then she gets 20 years old, gets hooked up with the wrong crowd. And I'm not saying what she did was right, but she and her friends abused a disabled man. The justice system gave her 28 years in prison. She served her 28 years in prison. And when she got out of prison, she decided she was going to become an advocate for women. She was going to help young girls who had went to the same abuse that she went through. She was going to let them give a voice to these young girls, to the young girls getting molested by Paw and uncle and brother-in-law and brother and cousins. See, black women, while y'all claim they don't respect you, most black women have been touched by the age of 18. If you get 4 black women in a room, one of them have been touched. And you wonder why You having such a hard time with black women? Hmm? You wonder why you having such a hard time with them? Because they not putting up with grandma. They not being grandma no more. They not being grandma no more. Grandma been smacked up beside the head. Grandpa goes out and does what he wants to do, and grandma's expected to have a meal on the table for him after he done smacked her upside the head, came in and told her he had a baby by another woman, and he expects grandma to take care of the baby. Some of y'all don't know how strong your grandma was. Y'all want to talk about my grandparents been together for 40 years. Some of y'all don't know the pain that your grandparents endured. Your grandma, I should say, endured to keep that relationship going for those many years. And then grandpa gets sick and grandma takes care of him. See, these women ain't going for that no more. These women ain't going for that no more. Man, you ain't gonna be cheating on me, expecting me to be here for your ass. You ain't gonna do that. That ain't happening. And now you're mad because these women are doing to you what you did to them. Now you're upset. Now you're mad. Why you mad? You did it. You did it for so long. Why you mad? Why you mad? Why you mad? Oh, you're mad now. Oh, why can't you be like grandma? What you mean be like grandma? You want to smack me upside the head? You want to go out there and cheat? And you expect me to have a meal cooked for you? Nah, I'm not the one. Not me. Not me. And you're mad at these women. You're mad at them because they don't want to do that no more. They don't want to do that. They don't want to live like that no more. But you still want to live like that. You still want to live like that. You want to have all the coochie you can get. You want all the coochie you can get. But you still want that main girl. You still want that main girl. You want that one girl. Keep her at home. Keep her barefoot and pregnant. I don't support it. And I don't support men doing it either. But I'm just telling you, this is why they're doing it. This is why they're doing it. Because look at what you're doing. If you would be faithful, they would be faithful. If you would be faithful, she would be faithful. It's in her nature to be faithful. She's going against her nature by being unfaithful. It's her nature to be faithful. But she's not going to be faithful to you if you're not going to be faithful to her. Hmm? She's not going to be faithful to you if you're going to be unfaithful to her. You expecting to come home and get her all while you give little. You give little to nothing and you want all from her. She'll rather raise the damn kids on her own. She'll rather be single. Some of them say I can do bad by my damn self. And they mean that. Look at it. Most black women are in poverty because they're single. And they really mean I can do bad by my damn self. What the hell do I need you to do bad? Why should I want you if all you gonna do is treat me bad? I was doing bad by my damn self. I can do bad without you. I don't need you to do bad. Nobody needs no one to do bad. It's the same for men. What do you need with a woman if all she's gonna do is bring you bad? You can do bad by your damn self. Hmm? Am I lying? Am I telling the truth? She can do bad by herself. She wants someone to do good with. She wants someone to build with. She wants someone to be there for her. She don't want someone that she has to constantly look over her shoulders. I wonder if he's cheating. I wonder if they're doing this. Nobody wants that in a relationship. No one wants you coming home arguing and taking out your problems of the world on. You a grown ass man. Go home and you're whining all the damn time about what happened in the damn job, what your friends did to you. No one wants you whining all the time. When you come home, that's supposed to be your peace. Whatever happened to you in the world, when you shut them doors, you leave it in the world. When you come home, she's supposed to be your heaven, not your therapist, your heaven. Not your therapist, your heaven. She's supposed to want you to come home. But most of y'all don't realize when you come home, she doesn't even want you to come home because she knows you're going to put something on her that she can't handle. She was having a good day. Here you come with all your bullshit, and now her day is ruined. First thing you do when you walk in the door is talk about what happened at work, what so-and-so did. Why don't you say, hey, baby, I'm happy to see you. Kiss her on the lips, kiss her on the neck, hug her and hold her and squeeze her and make her feel like she's the greatest thing in the world. Talk about it. Talk about her. Talk about what you want to do. Hey, baby, let's go out to eat. Hey, baby, let's sit down and listen to some music. Baby, you want to go exercise? Baby, let's go do this. Baby, let's get away. And I know what you're saying. I've never been married. I know what you're saying. When women come home, the first thing they want to do is talk about their day. Well, why don't you? Hey, baby. Um, yeah, baby. Why don't we go do something? Take your mind off your day. Let's go out here and don't worry about cooking. Let's go out and eat. Let's have a nice dinner. Let's go do something. Let's go shopping. Baby, I'll bring you some flowers. See? It's just that simple. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Little things can help. Little things can help. Little things. Make a day. Make her smile. She had a bad day at work. Text her. Don't text her what you gonna cook for dinner. Text her, baby, I've been thinking about you. Baby, I've been having a bad day, but my thoughts have been on you have made it better. Make her smile at work when she's having a bad day. Even if you're not having a bad day, just let her know. Text her. Hey, baby, I love you. Baby, it's going to be all right. Text her. Just text her. Make her feel good. Make her smile. Now she feels like she can get through the whole day because she knows that you in her corner. But we too masculine for that. You have to keep doing it. That's your problem. Most of y'all want to do everything when you're dating them, but when you got them, you don't want to do nothing. You got to keep that same energy that you had when you dating women, when you married them. That same energy. Keep that same energy. If you're going to concerts when you're dating them, go to concerts when you're married to them. If you kissing them on the forehead when you're dating them, kiss them on the forehead when you're married to them. Bring them flowers. You bringing them flowers when you married them, when you date them. This is the key. See, this is why y'all mess up. Excuse me. Don't do stuff. Don't go to expensive restaurants dating women because that's what she's going to expect. So when you're dating her, it's more important to get to know her than to go to expensive restaurants. than to go take trips across the world. You got to do that when you're married. Because now I'm expecting you, because when we first got together, you was spending all this money. When we first got together, you was taking me around the world. When we first got together, you was taking me to expensive restaurants. Now that's what I'm expecting you to do when we're married. That's what I'm expecting you to do. The same for women. Don't cook for a man when you're dating him and stop cooking for him when you marry him. Don't do that. Whatever you do to get them, that's what you got to do to keep them. So, but have you ever heard it's easier to turn a no into a yes than to turn a yes into a no? That's basically what I'm saying here. It's easier for you to elevate when you're married than to stop doing shit. And that's what we mostly do. When we get married, we don't want to go to no movies. We don't want to go to no clubs. I mean, we don't want to hold their hands. We don't want to go shopping. We don't want to do nothing that we did when we was chasing them. When we chasing them, we spending money like it ain't nothing. What you got? I got it. And then when you get them, you don't want to do it no more. You don't want to do it. What you do to get them is how you keep them. So, and then that's why you lose your relationships, because you was up here and you just dropped all the way down to here. You sold her a dream, and now you can't live up to the dream. You sold her a dream. You made her think you had all of this money. You made her think that you was this fun person. You made her think you was going to go everywhere, that y'all was going to be jet setters. But now that you put that ring on her finger, you just sit on the couch and watch football. And now you upset because you're in an unhappy relationship, because she's unhappy and she's making your life a living hell. Hey, it's just food for thought. Maybe you should try it. I know a lot of y'all say what you're doing is working. But anyway, let me get back to this last point. A lot of y'all can't get out of your woman what you want out of your woman because, like I said earlier, a lot of these women have been touched. A lot of these women need counseling. And sometimes they're telling you they need counseling by saying, I have a problem with you. But it's not that they have a problem with you. It's just that they want you to go to counseling with them so they can talk about the demons that they're living through. They can talk about what they've been through. You'll never find out some of the stuff these women have been through. They have been at parties. And they should be able to go to parties. And someone has spiked their drinks. They have been in the house with friends. They considered friends. And the friend done jumped on them. They was kids and their own daddies done touched them. Their own brothers have touched them. Their own uncles. People in the neighborhoods they have trust. And a lot of you men, I'm going to lay something really heavy on you. Some of these women are your mamas. I ain't trying to be funny, but some of these women are your mamas. But you don't know that, because your mama hides the fact that someone touched her. The mama hides the fact that someone grabbed her and forced her. See, it's easy to be disconnected when we talking about women in the streets. So sometimes you got to bring it home. Some of these women are your sisters, your grandmothers, your aunties, your cousins. These are your family members. Well, you think that statistic doesn't mean nothing to you? When you get your grandma, your sister, your mom, and your aunt in the room, one of them been touched. The statistic says 1 out of every 4 black women have been touched. So you wonder what's wrong with the black woman is she needs to be repaired too. But we want to deny that she needs to be repaired. And that repairing starts with a simple, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I failed to protect you. I failed to protect you. Mm-hmm. From slavery to now. It's not all of us, but a lot of us have failed to protect the black woman from slavery to now. The greatest scene in Roots was when the master came in and he was going to take liberty with the slave's wife. And the slave stood up and said no. And he fought the master. He fought the master. We don't do that. We got niggas, and they niggas, on HBO talking about prostitution and pimping started in slavery. When the man seen he could get some more chicken, he would look at the master like, you like my wife, go ahead and get her so I can get some more chicken. We glorify pimps in this society. I know Pimp C is dead, and I don't know what type of person he was, but that was a stupid ass name to pick, Pimp C. We glorify Benjamin, what's his name? Don Juan, Fillmore Sim, Too Short talking about he's a pimp. How long did you think these women were going to be on board with that? How long did you think? A lot of people don't know this guy. His name is Boots. He's from the Coop. He said, basically, he said, why do we think women, who going to make revolution? How are we going to make revolution without the women? But they ain't trying to make revolution so some other pimp could use them. How long did y'all think this shit? How long did y'all think that women was gonna be hoes for y'all? They was gonna go out on the street corner for y'all. Who's putting black women on the street corners? Huh? Who's putting black women on the street corners? Hmm? Who's putting them on the street corners? Black men. Hmm? For you to sell drugs too. It was a choice for you to sell drugs. If it's a choice that women made to go out there and sell their bodies, it was a choice you made to go sell drugs. So stop blaming the white man. Stop blaming the white man. Because why did you say you sold drugs? Because you wanted money. You wanted money because you wanted to help your. I'm simping. You don't even know what a simp is. Shut the fuck up. It's a choice. Hmm? Hmm? What Curtis Mayfield said. Why can't we protect one another? No one's serious. This makes me furious. Here's a brother with a red, black, and green flag talking about you simping. He don't care nothing about black women or Africa. It's just a game to y'all. Nobody wants to take responsibility, but y'all don't want to answer the questions. How long did y'all think black women was gonna put up with y'all trying to be max, using them, abusing them, and you thought they was gonna stay with you? Hmm? I know, because you don't got the ears to listen. Because if you listened, I gave you the answers. But you don't want to open your mouth, open your ears to listen. Listen. You don't want to open your ears to listen, so you say I'm spewing negativity. I just gave you a mirror to look at yourself. Hmm? I just gave you a mirror to look at yourself. Talking about you pro-black, but you in a damn strip club. How you pro-black if you in a strip club? That's what gets me about Charleston White. How Charleston White advocate, but you in a damn strip club. You're in a strip club. You're telling rappers you're destroying the community, but what you think the damn stripper doing? Huh? What you think the damn stripper's doing? And this is the mentality of black men. I just want to stop the killing, but I don't want to rescue those women who was in there being trafficked in the damn strip club. So you want prostitution and pimping, but you just don't want the gangster rapping. So how's that work? Huh? How's that work? How's that work? It's okay for women to go out here and pimp. That means prostitute. And someone said if she wants to dance, let her dance. That's because you don't know what all is involved in dancing. It's not just she's dancing. But better yet, you got a daughter? Sleepyhead 87. You got a daughter? Yeah, go and let her dance. Sleepyhead 87. Go on and let your daughter dance. If it's okay. If it's okay. If it's okay, Sleepyhead, let your daughter dance. Put your daughter on the pole. How about that, Sleepyhead? Put your daughter on the pole. Is that okay, Sleepyhead? You really want to play games? Let your daughter get on the pole. Let someone smack your daughter's ass. Let someone put some dollars down your daughter's drawers. Huh? That's okay, right, Sleepyhead? It's cool, right? It's your daughter. It's cool, Sleepyhead? Sleepyhead, tell me if it's cool. It's cool? It's cool, Sleepyhead? Come in there and smack your daughter's ass? Oh, you teach your mom. Oh, okay, Sleepyhead. Is that right, Sleepyhead? You're going to be the main one with your daughter on the pole. Yes, you're going to be the main one with your daughter on the pole. Main one when you turn on Pornhub at night, Sleepyhead. You're going to see your daughter right there on Pornhub. It's the same message that I give to black women about their sons. You don't care about no one else's son when they get killed. Why should someone care about your son when he gets killed? Sleepyhead, you don't care about no one else's daughter when they in the club on the pole. Why should I care about your daughter when she's on the club in the pole? Where? Huh? Nobody wants to talk about that. We want to be a village. We want to be a community. We want unity. But we don't care about each other's kids. I'm a father. I stopped watching porn. I said, damn, these girls got fathers too. I don't want my child doing porn. So I'm just going to stop watching porn. Because I care for those fathers. I care for those fathers. I care for them little girls. So if I don't want my daughter to do porn, I don't want my daughter on the porn, I'm not going no more. I'm not going to support it no more. I'm not going to support stripping and all of that stuff because I'm worried about my daughter. It don't matter what you teach your daughter. It don't matter. People think it matters what they teach their daughter because we teach our children more with our actions than we do with our words. We teach our children more with our action than we do with our words. So everyone, I taught my children well. Oh, you did, huh? I don't know why my children be smoking weed. Oh, you don't, huh? You don't know why your child smokes weed? Oh, okay, I don't know why my child be drinking. I don't know why my child be having all types of men and women. I don't know why. Oh, you don't know why, huh? I taught him well. Oh, you did. You taught him well. Okay. You sure you taught him well? You just used your words. You didn't give them an example. And that's what's wrong with the kids. They don't have an example. They got lots of people talking words to them, Lots of people telling them stuff. Everybody they meet is telling them something. The crackhead on the corner tells them, hey man, stay in school. The drug dealer tells them, hey man, stay in school. The prostitute tells them, hey, stay in school. But where's their example? Huh? Where's their example? Where's the example? We got to be an example to our kids, not just people who yap off at the mouth. That's all we do. We just yap off at the mouth. Where's the example? Where's the example? Where's the example? You can't tell your kids to pull their pants up if your pants are hanging halfway down your damn ass. You can't tell your kids to go to school if you don't go to school. You didn't go to school. How the hell you gonna tell anybody anything if you ain't doing it? You wonder why these kids don't listen to you. You wonder why these kids don't listen to you because they look at your actions. You telling them not to get emotional and you getting emotional. You telling them not to pull out the gun and every 5 seconds someone does something to you, you're pulling out the guns. How the hell? There ain't nobody, ain't no examples. Ain't no examples. Where's the examples? Stop with the talking. And that's what I'm telling you about women. Stop all of this getting on here thinking you Kevin Samuels and you're going to make $1 million bashing women. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You're not going to make $1 million. You're not. If you really care about the black community and the black woman, she needs repair. She needs repair. You got to repair her. Ain't that what you telling the white man? Ain't that what you telling the white man? The white man, you telling the white man, I need reparations for what you did to me. But then when your woman turns to you and says, I need reparations for what you did, shut up. You don't need no repair. She needs repair like you need repair. But you don't want to repair her. You just want to talk about how she doesn't respect you, how she doesn't listen to you, how she hates you. She doesn't hate you. She doesn't hate you. 87 or 97% of black women are married to black men. She doesn't hate you. She wants to love you. But we got to stop putting her down. We got to stop telling her if you shake your ass, you can get millions of dollars. We got to make her wholesome again. But it starts with us. It starts with us. It doesn't start with her. You can't make someone respect you. You can't. You got to, respect is not something you can make someone do. And that's what people got to understand. If you want her to respect you, give her something to respect. What are we going to do, brothers? Continue to argue on TikTok? Continue to fight our own woman on TikTok? Or are we going to get together and build something that she can be proud of? Huh? She got all of this education that she gives to the white man and the white system because there's nothing in place in our own community. Go to any nonprofit, it's a black woman as the head. Why can't we start our own nonprofits and put her to work for us? Why can't we start our own nonprofits and put her to work for us? Why does she have to go and be the head of a nonprofit that doesn't help our community, that claims it helps our community? Why can't we say we built this for you? We built this for you. Use your education to help heal our community. Stop taking your education somewhere else. Why can't we build schools for when our black women go off to become teachers? They can come back and they can teach in the schools. Why can't we do that? That's supposed to be our jobs, brothers. That's our jobs. We're supposed to build these institutions for these women to feel secure, and we're supposed to secure these women while they're at work. And when they're at work, we're supposed to protect them from harassment. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Even from our own people, from our own brothers. These women are supposed to be able to go into these environments and not have to worry about someone worrying about their assets, just their brains. But every day we send these women, our women, to these unholy environments where they have to be subjugated to even the advancement of their own people. And we wonder why they're ineffective. We're supposed to build institutions where they feel safe to do what they do, to teach our children, and not have people looking at their bodies. Mm-hmm. These are the institutions that we are supposed to build. When you own the institution, you control how people dress. Mm-hmm. When women see that men are standing up, women will stand up. But why should they stand up if you're not standing up? You in the mud, they in the mud right there with you. When you get out of the mud, they'll get out of the mud. But you're in the mud expecting her to get out of the mud, but you don't want to get out of the mud. You don't want to stop going to strip clubs. You like seeing women half naked. This is the problem with men. Men don't mind looking at other women naked, half naked, or however how they dress. They have a problem when their woman dresses like that. All the other women can dress half naked, can come around tits out, butt out, everything out because they like that. Men don't like it when their woman does it. As long as it ain't their woman, they're fine with it. As long as it ain't their mama, they fine with it. As long as it ain't their daughter, they're fine with it. As long as it ain't their sister, they're fine with it. It's just when their family does it, they have a problem with it. So please stop that. Look at how they dress. You like the way they dress, as long as it ain't your woman. As long as it ain't your woman, you don't care. So, so the bottom line, you can't even protect your family. Right. Once men get out of the mud, women will get out of the mud. But as long as black men want to stay in the mud, black women gonna stay there with you. You want to mud around in the mud, she gonna stay there right there with you. And all of these black men who complaining about these women, it takes two to cheat. Who you cheating with? Who you cheating with? You ain't turning down black women who know you're married. I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's only 43 of y'all, so I could tell 42 of y'all now, so I could tell y'all this story, and it's gonna be the last story that I'm gonna leave. Minister Farrakhan, and I don't have a lot of gripes about Minister Farrakhan, but he was wrong this time. Rizza Islam I think got charged with rape, or his fiance said he raped her. Well, Minister Farrakhan, he talked a little bit about Rizza Islam, but then he started talking about the woman. It's kind of like people say, why was God so mad at Adam and not mad at Eve? Because God told Adam. He didn't tell Eve, he told Adam. So, as a man, if I take you to the hotel room, I know what I want to happen. It might not happen, but I know what I want to happen when I take you to the hotel room. So, therefore, 100% of what happened is on you. So, when I take you to that hotel room, I know what I want to happen. It might not happen, but I know what I want to happen. So, if I go to the hotel room with you, maybe in your mind, you coming to talk. But in my mind, I'm coming to do the nasty. That's what I'm coming to do. So if I don't want to do the nasty, if I'm trying to protect myself and save myself and be holy, I'm not going to go to the hotel room. No matter how much you beg me to go to the hotel room, I'm going to say no. We can't go to the hotel room. I'm going to take you home. You have a good night. But when I go to that hotel room, and I'm not saying he raped her, I don't know. Don't know. I'm saying though, it was 100% on him because he shouldn't have went to the hotel room. Because when I go to the hotel room, I know what I want to happen. So you get mad at the woman for being a temptress, for being tempting you, but you failed the temptation. Why would you bite the fruit? You're supposed to be wiser than that. Let me take you home. Let me take you home. A lot of men get themselves in trouble. You bring women up to the hotel room. You know what you want to happen. Then it happens. Then she calls rape. And then you're in trouble. And everybody blames the woman. You should have been wiser. You should have been wiser. You got to be wiser in these days and times. Especially if you say that you a holy man. If you're supposed to be a holy man, then why do you blame the woman? Why did you lay down next to the woman? Hmm? You knew what you wanted to happen. You probably didn't want to be charged with the R word, but when you entered the room and you started to take off your clothes and she started to take off her clothes, you knew what you wanted to happen. There's no blame on her because you shouldn't have never entered the room. You shouldn't have never started taking off your clothes once you entered the room. Then nothing could have happened. But for Minister Farrakhan to blame the woman, or to even put part of the blame on the woman, was wrong. All of the blame belonged on the brother, whether he did that or not. I don't know what happened. But the brother wanted to fornicate, and he knew he wanted to fornicate when he pulled up to the hotel room. When he pulled up to the hotel room, he knew he wanted to fornicate. When he went to the hotel room, he knew he wanted to fornicate. When men are the protectors of women, and it means more than physically protecting women. When a woman's hormones are raging and you want to be an uprighteous man, don't talk about what a man can't stand, because if you can't withstand that, how are you going to withstand the temptation of the devil? Am I lying? I know some think I'm lying, but it's truth. And in good faith, I only heard what people put on the internet. So I didn't hear the whole sermon. So maybe I could be talking out of the side of my neck about what he said, but I do know that once you pulled up to that hotel room, you knew what you wanted to happen. Once you entered the door, you got closer to what you wanted to happen. And once you started to take off your clothes, you even got closer and closer. So there's no blame on the woman for her tempting you. The blame is on you for falling to temptation. That is why Adam in the Bible, which I don't believe, that is why God was more mad at Adam than he was at Eve, because Adam was the one he told not to eat the apple, and it was Adam who could not resist temptation. God knew Eve was weak. He knew that, but he told Adam. So you can't blame women for leading you astray. You a man. You're supposed to be stronger than that. So stop blaming women for what is going on in the community and be men. That's the bottom line. Be a man. Stop blaming women and be a man.